Hello everyone and welcome to episode 7 of the Pro Wrestling Noah 2011 series here on the channel, as it is the final tour of 2011. It's the Global League, and we're back to our normal green skin here, as I completely forgot to change it for the last episode. That's why it was different, but that's alright. Luckily, it's not that big of a deal, but at least for me, it pained me looking back like, oh fuck, just was like, we forgot that, but that's alright. For the Global League, this is going to be quite the Global League. I think as far as a round-robin tournament goes, this should be fucking stacked. And, there should be some great shows throughout the tournament. Much like how we've had many of our round-robin tournaments go all on one night. We're going to have no Block A show and Block B show all on one night. Gonna be nuts. I changed everybody's, at least changed all the events to 2:30 instead of having it be at 2 hours. So that's already got that taken care of. So we're already in the step in the right direction for this tournament, as the standings look a little bit like this going into it. As Block A consists of Bison Smith, New Japan's Hiroki Goto, Kensuke Sasaki of Kensuke Office, of course, Kenta, the JC Heavyweight Champion, Muhammad Yan, Jun Akiyama, Shuji Ishikawa making his Pro Wrestling Noah debut. Very, very fun there. It should be very exciting. Takatsu Tsujihara, Takeshi Rikio, and then Yuji Okabayashi, one half, of course, of Strong Beat Japan. As for Block B, it is Akatoshi Saito, Chris Hero, one half of the GHC Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. Claudio Castagnoli not involved in the Global League, which is probably a disappointment there, because he's awesome, but at the same time wanted to protect him and wanted to give some different, give some outsiders a chance. So, bringing in Shuji Ishikawa, bringing in Yuji and Daisuke Sakamoto, which again, Daisuke Sakamoto, next guy we're going to talk about. So I just want to give those guys, and Hiroki Goto as well, letting the outsiders come in and get a chance there. Sure, we could have had Claudio be in it, but went with having an outsiders chance instead. Go Shiozaki, Kenta Kobashi, Kento Miyahara, Masato Tanaka, another outsider, which is awesome. Masato Tanaka's the man. Naomichi Marufuji, Takeshi Moroshima, and Yoshihiro Takayama. This is stacked. Very, very stacked. You have some great talent in there. Really, there's one guy that doesn't really have great pop, at the Yuji Kobayashi, but that's okay. Bison Smith is another guy. Really, as far as comparing the two blocks, Block B is incredible. You have Kenta Kobashi, Go Shiozaki, Naomichi Marufuji, Takeshi Moroshima, Yoshihiro Takayama, Masato Tanaka, fucking, Chris Hero, and he's been pulling out some great rings. That Block B is stacked. Block A, though, you got Takeshi Tsujihara, you got Jun Akiyama, got the champion, of course, Kensuke Sasaki, got Muhammad Yan in there, Hiroki Goto's in there. It should be quite the blocks, but as far as, on paper so far, Block B seems to be the better of the two. Should be pretty awesome, though, this tournament. I'm not going to lie to anyone. I'm very, very excited. I think this is going to kill. I think this is going to be awesome. There's a lot of matches that I'm looking forward to seeing as far as how they play out. A lot going on with this Global League. Obviously, there's no tour goals, because that is the main focus, and that's the only focus, is the Global League. Of course, our 9 round-robin tournament days, and then we'll have the finals, which is taking place at the Great Voyage in Tokyo. Volume 4, it's the last show of the year. Of course, we'll have Block A, Block B winners battling it out to see who will take on Kenta at the first navigation of the year. If Kenta does win, however, and he'll have to choose his challenger, so there is that. And then also, happening on that show is the winner of the Junior Global League in Katsuka Nakajima taking on Loki. So we know that match is happening, so that will be the co-main. And, of course, the main will be whoever wins between Blocks A and B of the Global League. Then we'll probably obviously have some more matches on that card. But so far, that's the only thing that I know going into it, is those 2 matches. I'm not gonna, actually, there's a third one, but I'm not going to say that because that'll kind of spoil what's going on during some of the round-robin days. So we'll keep that one close to the chest. But, we'll get there, though. Obviously, we're going to throw a lot of guys who have not been a part of this tour on that. And also, putting over a lot of the guys who have been a part of this tour in some big-time matches, Obviously, what's, Hiro and Claudio going to do? If Hiro wins this block, then obviously they'll have, Hiro be in the main event. But could be a GHC tag title matchup. Could be. Never know. And so, yeah, without further ado, let's run the show. Let's run our first show. As, man, you know, we'll probably have this first show be in Kanto. I think that's probably for the best. And, you know, we got 1,000 people. It's a good sign there. For our first, obviously, you know, again, much like we've had in the past, Block A will be main eventing. And, my God, you know, is there a great match there between Takashi Sugiura and Kenta? That is the main event for sure. Takashi Sugiura is going to beat Kenta. And, of course, this is a rematch from the Navigation with Breeze when Kenta became the champion. Sugiura gets his win back, and that will lead into a future rematch for Takashi Sugiura there, getting the win over Kenta, you know, even if he doesn't win his block. So that is a huge main event for, you know, the champions. If you're a champion and I got the book in a round-robin tournament, you are fucked on the first day, it seems like. As that is not been a great sign for our champions. So we'll go with probably, you know, we'll go Shizaki and Marufuji's probably going to be the co-main. That seems very awesome. Of course, these two, no strangers to each other. They have had, you know, they've teamed up against each other, but they haven't had a singles match so far in this mod. So that'd be fun to see. And Go's going to beat Marufuji there in the co-main. As, man, we got some great matches. You know, I will probably go with Hiro and Moroshima next. Very, very fun. And Moroshima's going to beat Hiro. So there is that. Obviously, Moroshima's beaten Claudio, and they just had their tag title matchup back at the Great Voyage in Osaka. That was our last ever show we ran, so that's fun, you know, to kind of play off that some more. So we'll probably do Jun Akiyama, Muhammad Yan next. Jun Akiyama's going to beat Muhammad Yan at 18. And then probably Goto, Rikio. Goto's going to beat Rikio in 13 minutes. Pretty much a no-brainer there. And this is where it starts getting tough, because Daisuke Ujuko, probably Daisuke and Takayama will probably be next, which is incredible. That's a fun match on paper. Takayama's going to win in 15. And then probably, this is where it starts getting tough. So we'll have Kensuke and Shuji Ishikawa next, with Kensuke beating Shuji Ishikawa. Oh, Kensuke's the road agent. That way it can be it. There we go. And then Saito, Masato Tanaka. Masato Tanaka's going to beat Akatoshi Saito. This is where it gets tough, because we'll probably give it to Kento and Kenta Kobashi. So Kento Miyahara, this is going to be a fun global league for him, because obviously he's so young, and he's kind of in the spot where he's got this fire and his, you know, the speed on his side, and he's just a never say die attitude. He's going to try to give these veterans everything he's got, and it's kind of building up to him starting to use the blackout more and more, and he's going to start to really start honing in his craft throughout this global league. And he's got to take on Kenta Kobashi first, because Kobashi's going to shut that down in 12 minutes. Then Bison Smith, Yuji Kobayashi. Yuji Kobayashi is going to beat Bison Smith, which his pop is way better, is Bison Smith, so we'll probably keep him strong just so we not having to pay off a lot of people. He's still pissed. Alright, never mind. That's fine. It is what it is. Right at 186 minutes. That's perfect. Look and see what we need. Looks like we need to steal the show, and that's about it. Yeah, Morishima's still wrestling with broken ribs, which is tough. We could probably have it be this match just for now. That's fine. Alright. It's day 1 of the Global League. Let's see what we get. A 45 to kick it off, as Yuji Kobayashi winning with the Brainbuster in 10:47. Bison Smith was off his game, which caused really the in-ring performance to be down compared to Yuji Kobayashi. But that's a nice start, though, for at least Kobayashi there. Probably not going to get a lot of wins in his first Global League, but gets one here to kick off the tour. Wow. Kenta Kobashi's going to bust out a burning hammer for no reason. That's definitely not how this match ends. I can't believe Kento Miyahara outperformed him, but it makes sense. I mean, he is 44 years old, you know, and Kenta Kobashi. That's crazy, though. That Miyahara outperforms him. You know, that's... Yeah, I mean, the story being told here, he's got Kobashi on the ropes. He's looking like he's maybe going to hit a Northern Lights suplex, maybe even upset and beat Kenta Kobashi here. And then Kobashi turns him around, gives a little half-and-half suplex into a lariat, and he gets the win on that one. Not a burning hammer, Jesus Christ. He's not busting out the burning hammer on Kento Miyahara. not happening. As Masato Tanaka wins with the roaring elbow over Akitoshi Saito in 10:27. It's Masato Tanaka with a 60, Akitoshi Saito with a 51. Not bad there. It's a 66 for Kensuke and Shuji Ishikawa, as Kensuke Sasaki with the King Buster in 12:24. It's Kensuke with a 65, 53 for Shuji Ishikawa. That's a 66. There, as a 60 for Daisuke and Takayama. Yet none of selling shown. Figured that was going to happen. As Takayama wins the Everest suplex in 10:03, or 15:03 rather, Jesus. As Takayama with a 62. Daisuke Sakamoto with a 48, that's tough. But hopefully Daisuke can get it rolling here in this Global League. So Hiroki Goto going to get the win, tapping out Takeshi Brikio in 12:52. As Goto was off his game, he still definitely outperformed him. There was really no question there. Brikio with a 49. I figured it would be even worse than that. As a 62. Not enough selling shown again, as Jun Akiyama doesn't have his finishers. I can't believe it. As Muhammad Yan outperformed him. Wrong guy won. Really because of Jun Akiyama really was off his game too. That hurt the match a little bit as far as his performance-wise. But still, he gets the win. He gets 2 points over Muhammad Yan there. It's Chris Hero taking on Takeshi Moroshima, as Moroshima with the amazing impact over Chris Hero in 2019. And that is 2 points for Moroshima, as the injuries really hurt Moroshima there, the broken ribs. But he's still pulling out the win over Chris Hero. And a 76 for Go Shizaki versus Naomichi Marufuji in 26-10. So he gets the win with the Go Flasher. What a win there. And then in the main event, a 66, Kenta losing to Takashi Sugiura, the modified Olympic Slam at 28:49. Not enough selling shown, but that's alright. Still a great match and a great upset of Takashi Sugiura beating the GHC Heavyweight Champion. Second best match on the card compared to the co-main with Go and Marufuji. But hey, we didn't lose pop, we didn't gain pop either at the same time. Would have been, that's a hell of a match though. We're doing Go Shizaki and Naomichi Marufuji and Go Shizaki. What a match. As we will go on to day 2 now of the Global League. Alright, we got a backstage incident for day 2. This is Loki and Kobashi. As Loki was brought before Wrestlers Court, accused of not joining the rest of the locker room for a night out. The judge, Kenta Kobashi, sentenced him to buy drinks for everyone after the show. Hell yeah. Alright, so, we will probably, we'll just go, Chubu sounds good to me. Let's see, we got the Diamond Hall we could probably run. If I had to guess. Yeah, it'd be close to sellout. We'll take it. Alright, so, for, obviously, day 2, we want a Block B main event, and, man, I see a great Block B main event in, Go Shizaki and Yoshihiro Takayama. That's the great main event there. Go's gonna beat him in 27 minutes. Those two, they've had their history. They've, back at the anniversary show, Go beat him. It was a 71. That was in August, and they, obviously building up and do that with the tour and whatnot with some tag matches. So that should be a very fun main event there. The co-main is a tough one to call. Because, man, Chris Hero Masato Tanaka, Jesus Christ, is coming to, that's a great match on paper. As far as, that'd be a fun co-main, even though that's another Block B match. So I think we're going to go with a Block A match as the co-main. Kenta could probably carry Shuji Ishikawa. That's an idea, at least. So we'll put that on there. And we'll probably do then Hiro and Masato Tanaka. Which Hiro's going to beat Masato Tanaka. That's a huge win for Chris Hero there. And that's a big time win. It's Kenta Miyahara. He's probably not going to do that match. Probably Kenta Kobashi and Naomichi Marufuji. Marufuji beating Kenta Kobashi. Kobashi is highly upset. We'll keep him strong. There we go. And then probably Jun and Sugiura, which Sugiura is going to beat Jun Akiyama 23 minutes. I know the opener is going to be Bison Smith and Takeshi Rikiya. I know that much. Yeah, then probably Kensuke and Muhammad Yan. Oh, there we go. Kensuke's going to win in 23. But he's the road agent. We'll give it to Uncle Jun there. Yeah, then probably Goto, Yuji, Kobayashi, which that's a great match on paper. As Goto's going to win there. Obviously, Yuji is just not there yet. He's still in this he's 3 years in at this point, so he's still very early on his career. Then we'll probably do Moroshima and Saito, which Moroshima's going to beat Saito. And Kenta Miyahara and Daisuke, which Daisuke has less pop than Kenta Miyahara, which is pretty funny. So we'll have to keep Kenta Miyahara strong, but Daisuke is going to get his first win. And then Bison Smith, Takeshi Rikiya is going to kick off the show. Definitely going to be the worst Global League match of 2011, at least. Maybe ever. Who knows? As that match is going to be really, really bad. And it looks like we are at 189. We got to take off 1 minute. I guess we'll take off of this Bison Smith Takeshi Rikiya match. There we go. Yep, I think everything else is looking pretty good. So we got our saved, our absent list is fine. Our booking analysis is probably just going to be Daisuke. Yep, Daisuke and Shuji Shikawa. Alright, let's see how the day 2 show runs. It's a 47, as Takeshi Rikiya gets the win in 9:08. And 45-43. Wrong guy won, but that's alright. Bison Smith, he'll hang in there. As Kento Miyahara loses to Daisuke Sakamoto. It's Daisuke with the moonsault press. Kento Miyahara with a 56. That's pretty awesome. It's come a long way. Even then, he wasn't bad at the beginning, obviously. He's just, super young still. And he's outperforming Daisuke Sakamoto in a big-time match there. As the Amazing Impact for Takeshi Moroshima in 9:41. As he gets the win. Yeah, got outperformed thanks to the broken ribs. It sucks, because, man, they had some great chemistry, and Moroshima's the man. That just sucks. That's a tough one there. It's a 61 for Hiroki Goto and Yuji Kobayashi, as Goto gets the win. Not enough selling shown. Figure that much, That's pretty great. That there was just not enough selling shown, obviously. In between those two, there'd be a lot of stiff shots. It's Kinsuke Sasaki beating Muhammad Yan with the King Buster in 23-14. This could have been a good co-main as well. It's Kinsuke getting the win there at in 23-14. So 61 for Uncle June and Sujor. There we go, Sujor. He's getting a little better. I don't know what happened in that match with Kenta, but he gets the win in 23:01 with the modified Olympic Slam. And 12 minutes for Naomichi Marufuji and Kenta Kobashi, as Marufuji beating Kobashi in 12:35 with the Shin. Right, that breaks my heart seeing that go 12 minutes. But I don't want Kobashi getting hurt, and it just felt like for the best to have just Marufuji beat Kenta Kobashi there in just a short little match. They got a 66 though, nonetheless. As a 69 for Chris Hero and Masato Tanaka, as Chris Hero gets the win with a death blow at 23-32. Talk about a great match on paper. These two would be. It's a fun match. They have the kind of similar styles. That'd be very, very fun to see. As far as Chris Hero getting a huge win on Masato Tanaka in the Global League, and a 66 co-main. As Kenta gets the win with the Busaiku knee in 13:59. Getting the win there. Bouncing back after losing to Sujiura. Then the main event is 67. God damn it. As Go beats Takayama with the Go Flasher in 27-25. As another pretty good show. Best thing was Hiro and Tanaka. Should have went with my gut. Just been like, that's the main. But that's alright. Still some great stuff. Surprising that Moroshima and Saito, again, was the second worst thing on the card. There's some good stuff, though. Some good stuff all throughout it. Besides those kind of first 3 matches, that's alright. Not everything can be great. At least, especially in our first year. Once everybody starts getting really good, maybe that's when it starts happening. But so far in this first one, we're only a couple of months into the save still. So we're still a long way from everybody being great. So far, this has been some good stuff. Obviously, the first, at least the first, I would say, 7 shows. So those first 7, days 1 through 7, they're going to be, considered a tour show. And then 8 and 9 are actually going to be considered active, main, shows. So I think that's when our pop's going to get in way, way better. And I think that's when everything's going to start to click. At least hopefully, fingers crossed there. But yeah, on to day 3 of the the Noah Global League. Alright, day 3, Global League. We'll be probably going to Osaka, so that'd probably be a good idea. And maybe not. Well, maybe save Osaka for another show. Just kind of seeing. Yeah, 867 could work somewhere in Kyushu. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh no. I was hoping that Nagasaki Prefectural Gym would work. But it's not looking like it. Man, there's not having any luck finding one that I need. There's 700. Okay, there's 600 there. Jesus. Okay, best Dinky Hall. There we go. 860. Perfect. My god, that took way too long. So, kind of weird thing that happened. So, all of the Night 1 shows did not count, I guess, for this tournament. I don't know. It was weird. So, what we'll be doing is just kind of, because, of course, you don't have a feature where you could just add it to the tournament. You couldn't just be like, oh, I want to just, give someone some points. Oh, no. That's far too complicated for TEW, I'm assuming, as, what a shit fucking deal that is. But, so I guess the only way we'll have to do this is either add it as a pre-show match or, a post-show match. All those matches that we just did. Obviously, we're going to make it to where the timing is short. It's 2 minutes, if that, as short as it can be. Which sucks, but what can you do? It's just kind of out of my hands type of thing. So the main event, obviously going to be a Block A main event. There's really one only match that could be a main event for this night, and that is Kensuke Sasaki and Jun Akiyama. Rest of Block A matches are kind of hit and miss. Not going to lie to you, as Jun Akiyama's going to beat Kensuke Sasaki there in the main event, and in the co-main, we have a lot of good options for, Moroshima and Yoshihiro Takayama's a good idea, and then also Go and Kobashi as well. We're probably going to go with Go and Kobashi, to be honest, just because Moroshima's injury is taking place, so Go beating Kobashi. Kobashi's upset. Gotta keep Kobashi strong, of course, there we go. And then we'll just throw Moroshima and Takayama, with Moroshima beating Takayama, even though Takayama's going to outperform him probably by 20 points thanks to the injury. But with broken ribs, he's going to overcome the odds and get the win there. Big time win for Takeshi Moroshima. Now the rest of the card. This is going to be a tough one. Probably, we'll just throw Kenta out there. We'll throw Kenta and Yuji Kobayashi. He'll carry Kobayashi to a 12-minute match there, and he gets the win. 2 points for Kenta. Hiro and Sakamoto could be fun. Hiro's going to beat Daisuke there. And then Goto and Shuji Ishikawa. Goto's going to beat Ishikawa. That's 2 points there for Hiroki Goto. As Masato Tanaka beating Kento Miyahara in what will be a banger of a matchup. And then we'll probably do... we'll probably have Bison open up the show. So we'll do Muhammad Yan and Rikio. Muhammad Yan beating Rikio. And then Saito and Marufuji. Saito and Marufuji might actually go ahead of the previous match. And then Bison Smith, Sujor. Sujor's going to beat Bison Smith, obviously. We're not really reinventing the wheel as far as kind of the rest of these. So, really, the match that, kind of the thinking process of, I don't want to have, Moroshima, Takayama, Kensuke, and Jun Akiyama in any of these pre-show matches we're about to do. So there goes, I guess Moroshima over Hiro, and just kind of to make up for everything that happened on night 1. So we'll just kind of go ahead. So we know, Sujora beat Kenta, and they are both wrestling, 10-minute matches, so we can do this. See how short of a match we can do. I'm assuming a minute's not going to work, but we'll try it. Maybe it will. As I will just... I don't know, it doesn't matter. We'll just... There we go. It's not like it matters. Okay, yeah, minute's fine. So we got that match down. So we could do Go and Marufuji. Let's Go beat, Marufuji, obviously. I hope this works. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna be pissed. If it's gonna be it was on the pre-show, it can't work. I'm gonna be pissed. Let's see, so decisive, I guess. Sure. And then, we can't do June. So we can't do June over Muhammad Yan. We can do Goto over Kyo. So we'll do that. As, Hiroki Goto. Takeshi Kyo. We're gonna bust a lot of these out, though, on this show, though. Because my idea was we'll just kind of spread it out throughout, but well, you might as well, since we only have 2 matches that are over 16 minutes. Yeah, so... And then Takayama, can't do that, over Daisuke. Can't do Kensuke over Ishikawa. We can do Masato Tanaka over Katoshi Saito, so that'll be another one to knock out. We have a lot of pre-show matches, ending in a minute. There we go. I hope it works. Can't believe we got to do this, but what can you do? I don't know why it matters the order, but it just there we go. There we go. So we can get rid of that, and then Kobashi over Miyahara we can do, and then we can do Yuji over Bison Smith. So we'll only have 3 more left, so that's fine. Get the Kobashi, get the Miyahara. So hopefully this doesn't affect their pop or anything because it's in the pre-show. That would suck. That would suck. There we go. And then, yeah, of course, Yuji Kobayashi, Bison Smith. And, of course, Yuji beat him. And a very, very, very fun. I hopefully he's... Oh, my God. And he's going to be pissed again. We gave him $10,000, too, so he's going to... Okay, at least he was fine enough to do it there. Alright, so... You know, this is kind of like a testing out process as, Kenta Kobashi, and, okay, oh my, so, didn't really think about that. I didn't think road aging minute-long matches would be that much of a toll for Kenta Kobashi here. Let's see if he's, so Taue's, I forgot the ref. Oh, it's, Shinichi Nakajima, which is this man, so we'll go with Yamamoto there, see if that fixed it. Okay, that fixed that. Is Kobashi road... Okay, he's road aging this one. Alright, Uncle June. Can you do it? Still giving too much. Great. So, Taue there. Kinsuke there. Was he doing Hiro and Daisuke? Yeah. I guess we'll give it to Kinsuke there. There we go. Gotta think smarter, not harder. So hopefully this works. Because then we just busted out almost half of what happened on the first show. So we'll, fingers fucking crossed here. Okay, it worked. Perfect. So Bison Smith losing to Yuji Kobayashi again. I love how even a minute, a burning glare, and they're just doing... I figured their ratings would be kind of shit, but they're not bad. And I have Masato Tanaka, Goto... Oh, man, he bruised his pectoral. God damn it, man. How can you get hurt in 42 seconds? How? Why? Why? Modified Olympic Slam. Now on to the actual show. As Takashi Tsujura beating Bison Smith in 10 minutes of the ankle lock. There's some points for Tsujura there. There's a 61, Bison Smith off his game. 55 for Muhammad Yan and Takeshi Rikiyo. Muhammad Yan getting the win. The Kanuki Buster. And 11:57. 65 for Saito and Marufuji, as Marufuji carrying Akitoshi Saito to that 65. He gets the win in 11:46. A 55 for Miyahara and Masato Tanaka. Masato Tanaka gets outperformed because he's off his game. Gets the win though with a roaring elbow in 13:33. It's a 69 for Goto and Shuji Ishikawa with the go to heaven. And 12:34 rather, as Goto with a 66.55 for Shuji Ishikawa. A 66 for Hiro and Daisuke, which again, Daisuke not doing too great with a 49 as he gets taken out with a death blow in 16:06. That's a nice win for Hiro. It's Kenta beating Yuji Kobayashi with a 60 there as he gets the win the Busaiku knee. And 9:48 has a 69 for Kenta, 42 for Yuji Kobayashi. It's a 62 for Takeshi Morishima and Yoshihiro Takayama. Yep, he gets outperformed by like 20 points, but that's all right. He'll be fine. Once his broken ribs get healed up, he'll be fine. There's a 66 for Go and Kobashi. Injury at least somewhat didn't really slow him down. I know it said it did, but at least he still did a 67. He gets some with the Go Flasher rather over Kenta Kobashi in 12:50. It's a 67 for our main event. Jun Akiyama has no finishers. I have to change that. I can't believe it. As Kensuke outperformed him. Wrong guy won. But that's probably because Jun Akiyama was off his game too at the same time. But Kensuke, his winning streak of 2 comes to an end. As he'll be sitting with 4 points over Jun Akiyama, who I believe has 4 points as well now. I mean, at least it was the best. Well, actually, Goto Shuji Ishikawa was the best match on the night. But still, second best match Can't really beat that. Hiro and Daisuke again having a good match. Go and Kobashi having a good match. So at least that made sense. Really not a bad match. You don't count the pre-shows, because that's really shouldn't have happened, but that's alright. We're wanting to get into the 70s for one of these shows. I think it's going to happen, obviously, on like this day 8 and 9 shows, but I want to see it happen on a day 3, day 4, something like that. Before we get to the actual active shows instead of just a tour show, quote unquote. Yep, on to day 4, and hopefully we can fix the rest of the tournament graphics, or not the graphics, but at least the tournament standings. We only got 3 more matches to add, which shouldn't be too bad, and then we'll be all set, and no more pre-show matches. Hopefully nobody else gets hurt. That sucks about Go Shiozaki. I'm kind of curious what his injury is, as far as how long. 24 days. You gotta be fucking kidding me. God damn it. Well, that sucks. As well, catch you guys for day 4. Alright, day 4. We got some backstage incidents. It's Roddy and Kobashi. Strong's brought before Wrestler's Court accused of failing to pick up his share of the tab on a shared rental car. Judge Kenta Kobashi found him guilty and sentenced him to pay for the full cost and reimbursed his travel partners. Small positive impact. And Kensuke passing tips on microphone work to his protege, Kento Miyahara, who's becoming a fucking savage in front of our own eyes. So, hopefully we can add the extra 3 matches, so then we're all caught up to end the night here, and so the standings are where it should be. The main event, which, what a night this is, day 5 here. We got some big time matches. Really, I think the main event should be at least, Chris Hero and Naomichi Marufuji. I think that's going to be the best match on the night. It's going to be incredible. 25 minutes is going to go, and Marufuji is going to beat Hiro there. That's a big time win. But, there's some great matches. Masato Tanaka, Go Shiozaki is very, very awesome. Moroshima and Kenta Kobashi is a fun match, and really, the Kento Miyahara and Yoshio Takayama match, I have a finish in my head, and we'll talk about that when we get there, but it seems like that'd be a very fun match as well. And for Block B, I guess the co-main event, which doesn't get more better than this, Hiroki Goto and Takashi Tsujura, these 2 men have wrestled at the Great Voyage in Osaka Volume 2 back in July, where Goto beat him, and that was a 66. But we are a little bit better than we were back in July. This should be a very, very fun match. And Tsujura is going to get that win back over Hiroki Goto, which is awesome. So that's a big win there. And now I think we got to go with whatever. Kenta Jun Akiyama. That's a fun match there. Obviously, GHC Heavyweight Champion. Want to put him over strong, and he beats Jun Akiyama. That's a fun match there. We'll probably do Masato Tanaka and Go Shiozaki, which Go beats Masato Tanaka there. Very, very awesome. We'll do the Kento Miyahara Yoshio Takayama match. The finish kind of goes like this. Kento Miyahara is just on fire. He's got a comeback going. Blackout. Drops Takayama to the ropes. Another one. Drops him down to the middle rope. Hits it for a 3rd time, and then he picks him back up, looking for the Northern Lights suplex. Crowd hopefully going nuts at this point. Like, holy shit, the kid's going to beat Yoshio Takayama. This is incredible. But Takayama counters. Hits an Everest suplex, gets the win. Kind of shuts it down to where he gets the win. Just kind of out of nowhere, but at the same time, it's just like, damn, the kid was this close. He about beat him. But that'd be a fun type of finish, I think, there. Then we'll probably go with, that's a tough one, because there's really not a lot going on now. Probably Moroshima Kobashi. Which match is not going to be great. Kenta Kobashi's going to have to carry him. We're going to go ahead and put him strong. But Moroshima, the injury just killed his run. And he's going to be upset. I guess we're going to give him the win. I guess we could have him beat him. Like, it's not the end of the world, if he beats him. Kobashi beats Moroshima. There we go. Shuts him down. Burning lariat. 1, 2, 3 type of deal there. We'll probably go, I guess Kensuke and Rikio could go there. Kensuke beating Takeshi Rikio. God damn it. Kensuke is the road agent. Let's give it to Kobashi. We'll probably do, so Mama Yan Yuji Kobayashi probably go next, with Mama Yan beating Yuji Kobayashi there. Then probably Bison and Shuji Shikawa, with Shuji beating him. And then Saito and Sakamoto with Daisuke getting the win over, and Nakatoshi Saito was pissed. Makes sense, pop-wise. That makes sense there. There we go. There we go. So we're We're good on kind of everything up front, so that's great. So, can we do Jun over Muhammad Yan, which I believe we can't. Yeah, we can't because Jun's got the match there. Takayama and Daisuke can happen, though. So we'll go ahead and add that. And then I believe Ishikawa and Kensuke can happen as well. Yeah, so at least we'll only have one match left. As, might as well. We only have one match left. Might as well add it. Sure. It's fine there as, Takayama's going to beat Daisuke there. I mean, sure. He's going to wrestle 23 minutes instead of 22 now. It's no big deal. So Takayama's going to beat Daisuke. And then Kensuke over Ishikawa. Hopefully, again, nobody gets hurt in a 1-minute match again. I can't believe that. Just the luck that we had there. Just terrible. Absolutely terrible. And then the final one, Uncle Jun beating Muhammad Yan, which, it is what it is there. It should be an okay match as far as, not an okay match. Hopefully nobody gets hurt is the big thing there. Fucking Jun Nakajima would have it be Taue. Hopefully, okay, everybody's still good on that. Alright. As, yeah, and we'll save, we'll run. Yep, got that. Got that. Got that. Alright. We're all caught up. Perfect. So now, on to the actual block show. As, Akitoshi Saito losing to Daisuke Sakamoto from a high-angle German suplex submission. What the what in the hell is going on there? That is... We'll have to look at the high-angle German suplex in the mod, because I'm assuming it's set for a tap-out for some goddamn reason. Alright. We'll have to change that. As the Hawaiian Splash Mountain for Shuji Ishikawa, getting the win at 13.50 for Bison Smith. As Ishikawa with a 57, 47 for Bison Smith. Awesome to see Shuji Ishikawa doing well. Muhammad Yan hitting the Kunyuki Buster on Yuji Kobayashi in 10.01. They have great chemistry, so that's fun. I got a 61. 62 for Kensuke and Rikiyo. Kensuke with the King Buster in 10.18. It's a 57 for Moroshima and Kobashi. It's not a Burning Hammer. We'll have to change that to make sure that's an Ultra finish or something. Kendo Kobashi busting out Burning Hammers like its life depended on it. Let's stop. No more Burning Hammers. There's Takayama over Kendo Miyahara. As, again, we went through the finish of how that match went. Very, very fun, in my head at least. Hopefully it's 65. Could have been worse. We're saying another 65 for Go Shiozaki. Masato Tanaka's goes injury. That shouldn't have happened. They have great chemistry. That's fun. You love that. As Go Shiozaki with the Go Flasher in 22.41. Nice win there for Go Shiozaki over Masato Tanaka. It's a 66. Shakam almost outperformed him. That's something. As Kenta with the Busaiku knee in 1934. It's a 70 for Goto and Sugiura. It's Takashi Sugiura beating Hiroki Goto in 22.39 with a modified Olympic Slam. Hell yeah. Getting the win back too. This has been the redemption tour for Takashi Sugiura. He's getting wins over everybody that he lost to earlier. The main event's a 76. Chris Hero outperforms Naomichi Marufuji. What in the Sam hell? As he beats him. As Marufuji beats him in 24.39. As, man. I can't believe that. Obviously, Marufuji was off his game, so that kind of affected it, but still. Chris Hero killing it. What a global league for him. As far as, yeah, that's a 74. Our main event was well. The co-main event went well, and we're all caught up now. As I just now realized, I think we had Kinsuke and Shuji Ishikawa not be a pre-show match, but that's okay. That's alright. As we'll take it. That's a hell of a show, though. Even with Daisuke and Akitoshi Saito with a 45. Main event and co-main killed it. Hell yeah. That's what I like to see. I can't believe we didn't gain any pop either. But here we are. We're still trucking along with this global league. We're almost at the halfway point. As we just have day 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Almost there. As we'll see what happens with the rest of this tournament. Hopefully nobody else gets hurt. So there is one match I did forget from day 1 that happened. And that was Moroshima over Chris Hero, which I already added. So just went ahead and knocked that out. As, not sure exactly again where we're going to run. As, I just kind of want to go probably somewhere that we haven't been in a while. Here we go. I've been here since October. Good So we'll go somewhere in Sapporo, maybe. The Brewers Hall, had 1,000 people. This Village Hall has 500. Can we get anything in, like, the 750 area? Not seeing it. Great. What is the Brewers Hall? No, we'll probably go somewhere else instead of Sapporo. Maybe not. Maybe not. There we go. There we go. A center gym. There we go. Alright. So, for day 5, Block A main. And, man, there's not a lot of great stuff as far as for a main event. I guess Goto and Muhammad Yan's our best option. Goto's gonna win. An 18 there. But for the co-main event, Jesus Christ, it's Chris Hero and Yoshihiro Takayama, which should be a banger of a match. Takayama's going to beat Hero. Obviously, those two, when that was, Kings of Wrestling beat the Takayama Takuma Sano team, become the GHC Tag Champs. Obviously, Takayama turning on Sano and joining No Mercy. Just that match has a lot of history there. So Moroshima against Go Shiozaki. This match would be perfect if they weren't injured. So we're just keeping it at 13. Actually 12, just so, if something happens. Go was a little unhappy about the booking of the match. It looked like he's planning to complain. He had a change of heart, though, after noticing the intimidating sight of Takeshi Morishima crackling his knuckles and glaring at him. So we have that going for him. As Saito and Kenta Kobashi, it's probably going to be way down the line, so probably not that. I guess we could do Kenta and Rikio. Kenta, of course, beating Rikio there. That's really no problem. Then Miyahara and Marufuji. Obviously, they become, what Miyahara becomes, and they have a Shaping Carnival Finals match. And it's incredible, but obviously right here, very early stages of Kenta Miyahara. But that should be a very fun match, though. Sugeorge and Ishikawa. What a fun match this is. Holy shit. As Sugeorge is going to beat Ishikawa. And another match that just inject directly into my veins with Sano Tanaka and Daisuke Sakamoto. 10 minutes as that match is going. It's going to be short, and it's going to be violent, and they're going to beat the shit out of each other is what that's going to be. Kensuke's going to beat Yuji Kobayashi there. Jun's going to beat Bison Smith. And then to kick off the show, Kenta Kobashi, Akitoshi Saito. What a great GHC heavyweight title match those two have, but that was in 2005, I want to say. Off the top of my head, I don't know why I couldn't remember. Maybe it was 2004. Might have been 04, early 05. But nonetheless, that's a long time ago, so that's going to be in the opener. So yeah, and then we got everything else pretty much locked and loaded, even though, again, Hero's going to wrestle basically 31 minutes of total in-ring time, but it's got to happen. It's got to happen. I guess 29 minutes, really, but yeah, if you count the entrances. Just want to see the booking analysis, make sure everything's okay. Yep, should be okay. Hopefully Moroshima doesn't get even more hurt. Alright, perfect. Hero outperforms it, but that's alright. We get the match over with, and now everything's caught up. Perfect. As Kenta Kobashi beating Akitoshi Saito with a Burning Lariat in 10:09. Good stuff there. As Jun Akiyama with the Exploder on Bison Smith in 11:24. Poor Uncle June with a 58. I was hoping to do a little bit better. It's a 57 for Kensuke and Yuji Kobayashi. It's Kensuke with the King Buster in 9:46. Lack of selling. No shit. Oh no! Daisuke breaks his ribs. And in 9:39, Masato Tanaka wins with the Roaring Elbow. That's tough. Another injury. Broken ribs too. That's tough. As Daisuke's Takashi Tsujura beating Shuji Ishikawa with the ankle lock in 14:27. Fun match there. Give me all the money when seeing that match. It's Marufuji and Kento Miyahara as a 71. How awesome. As Marufuji getting the win, obviously, in 15:40. Kento Miyahara hasn't gotten a win yet, but he's been impressive. Been very impressive. It's coming. Just the way he's been performing, you expect that win to be coming sooner rather than later. It's Kenta getting the win with the Basaiku knee in 10:03 over Takeshi Rikio. That's a 65. Carrying Takeshi Rikio, that's 65. It's a 64. Fucking Moroshima, man. God damn it. The injury killing it in that match, but at least Go is able to carry it as he gets in with the amazing impact in 12:20. It's a 70 for Chris Hero and Yoshihiro Takayama They have great chemistry, of course. Yeah, I would pay all the money to see this. This would be fucking awesome to see Takayama just beating the shit out of Hiro, and they just trading elbows and trading shots. Be very, very fun. Takayama gets the win, though, with the Everest Suplex in 26-20 over Chris Hiro. Hiro outperformed him, but I stand by my decision there. Hiro needs, just playing off of, between Takayama as well, between the history there. It's Goto and Muhammad Yan to 73. Wow, way to go, Hiroki Goto, carrying Muhammad Yan to a very good match there. And, that's a hell of a main event. Hell of a main event. Some good stuff there. Marufuji and Miyahara was the second best thing on the card. You love to see that. Poor Masato Tanaka and Daisuke Sakamoto was the worst thing on the card. I died a little inside when I had to say that. That's tough. Fucking broken ribs. Tough. We got 4 block shows left. 6, 7, 8, and 9. Hopefully nobody else gets hurt. As we'll look at the standings now that everything's caught up as well before we go into the next show. As we'll also have to trade for Sakamoto and Kobayashi again to get them back into the swing and back into Pro Wrestling Noah, because obviously their dates have run up. As a pay raise for Zack Sabre Jr. Sure, you can. I'll give you 75. I always give him 75%. Oh, always and forever. So the Block A, Takashi Tsujura so far undefeated, 5-0. He's got 10 points. But there's a lot of people hot on the trail at second place. Kenta, Kensuke, and Goto, all with 8 points. It's pretty awesome. But then it's everybody else is steep bottom there. As Muhammad Yan with, Jun Akiyama with 6, rather. Muhammad Yan with 4. 2 for Shuji Ishikawa, Takeshi Rikyu, and Yuji Kobayashi. Then Bison Smith, 0 and 5. Will he ever win? I really don't know, because he's lost to Ishikawa, and he's lost to Rikio. He's also lost to Yuji Kobayashi, so he's lost already the worst of the worst. Might go 0-9. Just might. Just might for Bison Smith. As Block B, we have nobody with 10 points. We have a 3-way tie with 8. It's Go Shiozaki, Naomichi Marufuji, and Takeshi Moroshima all have 8 points. And, of course, Moroshima having the tiebreaker win over Go. And, obviously, Marufuji and Takeshi Moroshima have not wrestled yet, so we're going to wait for that. Takayama with 6, with Kenta Kobashi with 6, and Masato Tanaka with 6. That's 4 for Daisuke and Chris Hiro. Chris Hiro's been fucking working his ass off, though. And then with 0 points, Akitoshi Saito and Kenta Miyahara. But I got a feeling Kenta Miyahara, the way he's been improving, the way he's been performing, he's been having some great matches. He's going to get a win sooner rather than later. That's the standings going into Day 6, as we'll catch you guys for Day 6. Alrighty, Day 6. Let's see here. Again, I think probably Osaka might be a good idea right now. It's been a hot while. And it'd be enough time to bounce back and be able to run it towards the end of the tour, like on a Day 8 or Day 9 scenario. We'll just kind of see. So, obviously, we're not going to work at the Osaka Castle Hall. Not happening there. Nope, Flower Theater. I just want something. Oh, the Herbis Hall. Not bad. Yeah, I guess the Herbis Hall is probably going to be the best case scenario for us. Oh, we got the Prefectural Gym number 2. Oh, no, the Science Garden Gym. Sure. 1,200. Sure. That works. Alright, so, again, Block B will be the main event, even number. There's not a lot of great options, but I think, the best case scenario will probably be Masato Tanaka and Naomichi Marufuji. That's probably be the best case scenario there, as Marufuji is going to beat Masato Tanaka in 26 minutes. We're going to have probably Kenta Kensuke co-main. Makes sense there. Kenta's going to beat Kensuke. That's a big win for Kenta. Tough loss for Kensuke Sasaki, losing to the GHC Heavyweight Champion. But it should be a barn burner. Should be the best match on the show, to be honest. As then probably Goto Jun Akiyama, which that's awesome. Give me all the money to see this as Goto beats him. Very, very fun there. And probably Hiro Kenta Kobashi, which if you were to tell Chris Hiro he's going to beat Kenta Kobashi in a singles match, he'd probably lose his fucking mind. Yeah, Kobashi's pissed about that one. Really nothing I can do there. I mean, he's got to beat him. It just kind of is what it is. Just got to get over it. Kobashi, I know you're a legend. That's kind of why I didn't want you to be in this. But, kind of is what it is. You're gonna have to lose to some people. Moroshima, Miyahara. Miyahara's probably going to outperform Takeshi Moroshima there. But that's the last match where he'll be affected by his broken ribs. So luckily, now he'll get into the swing of things, hopefully towards the end now. As that's perfect timing for him. Then we'll probably do Go and Daisuke. Poor Daisuke's got his broken ribs. So that's not going to be as well as the match as it could have been, but Go should be able to carry it still nonetheless. Then probably Akatoshi Saito, Takayama, because Yoshihiro Takayama's going to carry that one. Takayama's going to get the win. Muhammad Yan and Bison Smith is maybe the next one. We'll have Muhammad Yan take the win there, and then Sugiura and Rikio. Sugiura going to beat Rikio, and then Yuji Kobayashi against Shuji Ishikawa, with Shuji Ishikawa beating... Shuji Ishikawa beating Yuji Kobayashi. So I'll probably swap and swap. There we go. So we're at 183. Oh, I see. I forgot there was one that missed it. Day 6 eluded me in the 230 category. There we go. Now we're set to go. Look at now, should be good to go. Just Daisuke's been used a little too much, but that's all right. Everything else should work. As let's save and run day 6. Wow, Muhammad Yan busting out the Argentina backbreaker there. That's awesome. And 942. Muhammad Yan getting a nice win there with Bison Smith, who, poor guy's probably not going to win any matches, but he's there. He's in the Global League nonetheless. Yuji Kobayashi, not a great performance there. As he takes a fall to the Hawaiian Splash Mountain, 11:30. Shuji Ishikawa's almost in the 60s. That's like, man, Shuji Ishikawa, I was really hoping he'd do well in this Global League, and he's been the best of the three kind of outsiders that have never been used. Well, they've been used once before, Strong Mid Japan, but, you know, like, Goto's been used, and obviously Goto's going to be the man, he's going to be one of the best guys in the Global League, but really, Shuji Ishikawa's like, he might do well, he might not, we'll just kind of see how it goes, and he's done really, really well for himself. He might stick around, you know, might as well. We got Kenta Miyahara, so we might as well think about doing that match. It's kind of crazy. That's happening, I want to say, that might be happening. Yeah, that happened, what show was that when that happened at? Oh, no, they're in different blocks, that's right. I'm an idiot. I was thinking that it's already happened in this mob, but no, they're in different blocks. I'm an idiot. That's Takashi Sugiura beating Takeshi Rikio in 10:53 with a modified Olympic Slam. He keeps the winning streak going. How about Takashi Sugiura looking like he's going to be the winner of Block A, at least in the early stages. Maybe something will happen towards the end there, as Akatoshi Saito losing to Yoshihiro Takayama, as Takayama wins with the Everest suplex of 58 for poor Takayama. I don't know what the hell happened to him. His in-ring performance has gone down. As a 60 for Go Shiozaki and Daisuke Sakamoto. Man, Daisuke with 38. That is tough to see. And Go Shiozaki with 64. Tough to see, but he's just somewhat slowed down. Just a big toll for Daisuke Sakamoto with those injured ribs. Tough, tough, tough. So 45. Oh no. It's Kenta Miyahara. They didn't click either, so that didn't help. But Kenta Miyahara taking the Maze Impact in 13:43. Tough loss with Takeshi Moroshima finally bouncing back after the broken ribs after this show. So thank Christ for that one. As Chris Hero with a 70 over Kenta Kobashi with a 58. Chris Hero with the death blow on Kenta Kobashi. That's a 70 for Hero. Hell yeah. 73 for Hiroki Goto and Jun Akiyama. So Hiroki Goto getting a nice win there with Uncle June in 25 minutes. So 67 for Kinsuke and Kenta. 67's going to win either way. Not enough selling shown. They would have thought that Kenta gets the wins beside Goni. And then Naomi Marufuji beating Masato Tanaka in 26-22 for the Shinryu in 26 minutes. And that got a 66 overall. So that's good stuff there. 66 as a whole for the show. Besides Moroshima and Kenta Miyahara, everything else did pretty well. Sugiura and Rikio was kind of not the best night, but, you know, Goto and June having a 73 was fun. So at least we had that. And we got, crazy thing, we only have 4 shows left in this recording. We got 7, 8, 9, and then obviously the final show of 2011 for us. And so, man, you know, this tournament's been rocking and rolling. You know, just really, besides the somehow night one not having their standings taken account of. Really, and then the Daisuke injury. Really, other than that, it's been pretty great. We haven't, Kenta Kobashi, that was really one of the first times between him and Bison Smith where they were kind of upset that they took a loss. But all in all, I think really those are the only two losses where it kind of caused someone to feel a little angry towards what happened. But hopefully, as I was hoping this loading screen would take a little... there we go, now we're finally here. Perfect. As Kenta Kobashi is super upset. As our tournament days... As we got, obviously, Takashi Sugiura still going strong. Kenta and Goto are on the trail, though. Sugiura has just one mistake could cost him everything. Depending on how that goes. But obviously, again, Sugiura, he's got to have more than one mistake, really at the same time. Because Kenta and Goto, let's say they both win while Sugiura loses, they'll be tied at 12 with the lead. But obviously, Sugiura is going to have the tiebreaker wins over Goto and Kenta, so that's just tough there as far as, but then Kensuke losing to Kenta definitely took him out of the running as far as winning the block, but he's gonna finish probably with 10 points or more. Uncle June and Muhammad Yan with 6 points. Jun Akiyama, Muhammad Yan, not bad. Jun Akiyama would have loved to see him do a little bit better, but he kind of had a tough block at the same time with Sugiura, Kenta, Kensuke, and Goto. Just tough names there. As Shuji Kawa with 4 points, though. How about that? I figured he would finish around 4 points, but he's got a chance for maybe 8, maybe even more, depending on who he's got to face. And then Takeshi Ukiyo and Yuji Kobayashi with 2 points. Then Bison Smith with 0, as he might finish with 0. It's looking like it, because he's still got Goto, he's still got Kensuke, and he's still got Kenta, so that is tough. Block B. 3-way tie for first. Naomichi Marufuji, Go Shiozaki, Takeshi Moroshima. Moroshima has beaten Go, and he has not faced Marufuji yet, though. So that's definitely going to be the tie-breaking decision there for Block B, if Moroshima's going to face Takashi Sugiura, or if Marufuji's going to take on Takashi Sugiura. Because I'm just assuming Takashi Sugiura wins Block A, assuming. Still got a lot to give so far in the tournament, though. As Takayama with 8 points, as he's lost to Go and Moroshima. And 6 points for Hiro, Kenta Kobashi, Masato Tanaka. And Hiro's got tiebreaker wins over both Kenta Kobashi and Masato Tanaka, which is crazy to think about, but that's some big wins for Chris Hiro, absolutely. And then 4 for Daisuke Sakamoto. Poor Daisuke is hoping to do a little bit better than this, but the broken ribs definitely have now hurt his chances really getting any type of win. Thank God he beat Akatoshi Saito, or maybe Saito would have gotten a win over him. Maybe even Kento Miyahara if broken ribs Daisuke would have taken on Kento Miyahara, who still has 0 points. But he's getting better and better. I think he's gonna get a win or two. He's got Akatoshi Saito, he's got Chris Hiro even. Maybe he'll throw up an upset over him. He's got Go Shiozaki, which you probably won't win that one. But hey, he'll give him a hell of a match. That's what the tournament's looking like so far. We got a lot of time between days 6 and 7. 9 days, my God. As we're going to try to, swindle Kenta Kobashi back into the good graces so he doesn't leave us, especially during the Global League. That would be tough. As, we'll catch you guys for day 7. Alrighty. As day 7, we got a backstage incident. I'm sure it's, Daisuke and Suji. Or Daisuke and Yuji, rather. Oh my God. Daisuke Sakamoto passing tips on microphone work to his protege Yuji Kobayashi. How fun. Love that. Alright. So definitely 8 and 9 are going to happen in Kanto and Osaka. Not exactly, obviously the Great Voyage is happening in Tokyo, so it's going to have to also be in Kanto as well. So kind of the last, I guess we're going to run Chubu again. Yeah, that's probably going to be our best bet. I guess we could run somewhere that we haven't ran in a while as well. We could run either... Just trying to look and see what all we got here. As Masawa City Gymnasium, that's fun. That is... We should have ran that for the memorial show, you kidding? That'd been fun. As, probably... Really don't want to do a playground, that would be, weird. This white cube's got 600. There we go. A plaza. There we go. Sport plaza. 700 people. That works for me. Alright, day 7. Big day. You know, this is a huge show. As a main event, it's probably gonna be Kenta Hiroki Goto. Big time match in the main event. And Goto's gonna beat him. He's gonna avenge his loss that he had at Shining Navigation. And so, what would happen if I was able to do this? But obviously, I'm not going to be able to do this, but I'll just say it anyway. So, Goto beats Kenta here, and then they have their title match, but it's not going to happen in Noah. It's going to happen actually in New Japan. It happened at Wrestle Kingdom. That'd be very fun to do, Kenta and Goto for the GHC Heavyweight title. And then Kenta beats him. But that's, you know, again, I can't really, that's something I can't do, but that's something in my head and in my vision of how this would go. That's how it would be. That would be a Wrestle Kingdom match. And that'd be fucking awesome, though. But Goto beats him here. And there's really not going to be a return in the mod because, well, I already said the return, and it doesn't happen in the mod, so it is what it is. Man, you know, a co-main event is tough to really decide. But really, Moroshima and Marufuji's probably going to be it. And it's going to go the distance. 30 minutes. Time of a draw for Marufuji and Moroshima. And that's very, very fun there. That's a great co-main event. That's a hell of a 1-2 punch. Now for the rest of the card. Gets a little tough. As Masato Tanaka, Yoshihiro Takayama. That seems fun. Takayama's going to beat Masato Tanaka there. Hiro and Kento Miyahara. I would give anybody anything to see this match between Kento Miyahara and Chris Hero. Maybe not in December of 2011, but definitely like 16, 18, you know, around 2016, 2018 would be fucking amazing. That would be incredible. Then Daisuke and Kenta Kobashi. Actually, no, that's probably going to open up the show because Daisuke obviously injured. Maybe Go and Saito? Maybe. Not great. Go beat Saito there. Then Bison, Smith, and Kensuke. Kensuke's going to beat Bison there. Then Muhammad Yan, Takashi Sugiura. Actually, that might be a little higher because Muhammad Yan's going to upset Takashi Sugiura in a big-time win. Finally, Takashi Sugiura loses, and it comes basically out of nowhere. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We're even going to put it there just because, like, oh, yeah, Sugiura's going to beat Muhammad Yan. Yeah, guess again. Guess again. Now, it's going to be awesome to see how that one plays out as, let's see, probably Rikio and Ishikawa. So Ishikawa's going to beat Takashi Rikio. Felt like that. I knew that was going to happen. Yeah, saw that one coming. Should have kept him strong at the beginning. That's alright. Well, he's still pissed. Alright. We actually lost money last month because we didn't actually, like, run a big-time show. We just ran tours throughout as I was kind of talking. Jun Akiyama is going to beat Yuji Kobayashi there in 10 minutes, and then we're going to have Daisuke and Kenta open up the show. Kenta Kobayashi beating Daisuke Sakamoto. So, basically, what happened? Obviously, we didn't run any, like, major, like, shows. The most amount of people we had was, like, 1,000. You know, we didn't make any money off ticket sales and broadcast revenue because of that. So that's why we didn't make, you know, I think we lost, like, 30,000, which is fine. You know, it's not great, but it's, it could be worse. It could be much, much worse. As we're, let's see. Let's give 10 off of that. And then let's take off a little bit off of Hiro and Kenta Miyahara. Nah, not Suju. Hiro Miyahara. Let's bump that down to like 17. Perfect. So we probably need to steal the show, yeah. Rikio and Ishikawa, sure. Sure, go ahead and try. There we go. I guess we could have went somewhere else, but that's fine. You know, pretty good show on hand. We'll go through the standings after the show. It's Daisuke taking the fall to Kenta Kobashi. I definitely should have. Yeah, remember I said I was going to put the Burning Hammer as like an ultra finish or something. Still didn't do that. But Kobashi gets the win, the Burning Lariat, not the Burning Hammer, because he's not busting that out anymore. Damn, Uncle Jun and Yuji Kobayashi. They just they don't click there. Not great, but Jun outperforms him, and he gets the one with the Exploder in 10 minutes. It's a 53. Shuji Ishikawa with a 60. Hell yeah, as he gets the Hawaiian Splash Mountain in 10 minutes. It was a 60 for Kinsuke and Bison Smith as Bison Smith takes the fall of the Northern Lights bomb. That is tough. A 69 for Go Shizaki and Akatoshi Saito. Go Flasher from Go, and he gets the win at 9:55. 72 for Chris Hiro and Kento Miyahara. Kento Miyahara was almost in the 60s. Hell yeah. As Chris Hiro gets the win in 17-17. There we go, that's fun. As he gets the win with a death blow. That's a 72, might be the best match on the show. Muhammad Yan upsetting Takashi Tsujura. The Kanuki Buster for the first time. Takashi Tsujura loses in the Global League. Took 7 days to do it, but he finally lost. Lost to Muhammad Yan. Of all people. That's Masato Tanaka. Coming up short to Yoshihiro Takayama. Takayama gets the win with the Everest Suplex in 23:46. I got a 63. It's a 68 here for the time limit draw. The referee lost control and stopped the match. As time limit draw in 30 minutes on the dot. As what a win, or what a performance rather for both guys. As Moroshima coming back with broken ribs did very, very well for himself, and that's a big time performance for both guys there. Time limit draw on the co-main, and the main event's a 75, and Goto tapping out Kenta in 25:32, which will lead to a Wrestle Kingdom match. That does not happen, but in our imagination, and if we could do it, that's what would happen. Kenta and Goto, GHC heavyweight title. Kenta would beat him. What a main event! What a show! As that was fun. That was very, very funny. Chris Hiro and Kento Miyahara, second best thing on the show. You'd love to see that. As yeah, now we're down to days 8 and 9, and then obviously the Great Voyage in Tokyo to end out the year 2011. Can't believe it. What a time it's been. What a show it's been. You know, the way our schedule is, we might be able to do a Block A, Block B show. Just because, you know, we start off in, like, you know, November 2nd, I want to say. You know, or at least the week 2 of November is when we start. Yeah. And we end in December, week 3. You know, it's kind of like the last, or at least the Great Voyage in Tokyo show is. So really, we could do like a Block A, Block B type thing if we wanted to. Wouldn't be the worst idea, you know, just a thought. Takeshi Kiyo is super pissed. I have to pay him off. Let's see if we can get... Okay, I think Annoyed will work. Yep. Alright, on to day 8. Alright, day 8, which is probably going to be in Kanto. Just to kind of go back to... maybe we'll probably do Osaka. That kind of makes more sense as far as... I didn't even read all that. It's fucking Tiger Mask who's probably being a piece of shit. As, we're probably... I was thinking about doing Kanto, Osaka, Kanto, but that just kind of would be weird as far as the scheduling goes. So we'll run Osaka now. Let's see here. We just ran day 6 in Osaka as well, so it's kind of close. Probably have to run Osaka Joe Hall if I have to guess. See what we get at 15,000. Yeah, because I'm not running the Osaka Dome. We ain't that big. We're not that good yet. So I just sold out Osaka Joe Hall crowd for the next to last night here, day 8. And the main event is probably going to be Chris Hiro and Go Shizaki. Awesome match this is, and Go's going to beat him. Very, very fun, though. That's a crazy main event for Chris Hiro. And that just kind of shows you how far... I mean, we'll just kind of show everyone. Let's just go through the pop of Chris Hiro, just to see how far he has come since we started this thing. So when we started... He had 25 pops in 19, you know, and now, Jesus Christ, he's in the 60s in some places. He's in the 61 in Osaka, you know, he's crazy. I mean, that's nuts that he has come that far in just a short amount of time. That is what a GHC tag run where they kind of ran through everybody will get you. And that's a hell of a main event. In the co-main event, it's probably going to be Kinsuke and Hiroki Goto, which is nuts. That's a fun match there. It's Kinsuke and Goto, and Kinsuke is going to beat Hiroki Goto. What a fucking performance there. I actually forgot to run through the tournament standings, so let's just do that right now, as we'll take a stop. So, Tsujura with 12 points, and Goto with 12 points. And Tsujura has a little bit of breathing room now, thanks to Hiroki Goto losing now to Kinsuke, which now Kinsuke and Goto are going to have 12 points, and depending on what Takashi Tsujura does, which he's going to take on Yuji Kobayashi, so you'd assume that's a win. So I'm sure by the end of this night, he'll be back up to 14. But that was a really good chance for Goto at least tie with Sujora, even though Sujora's already beaten him in the tournament. They will at least finish both with like 14 or 16. But now, it looks like Sujora's going to be back up to 14, and Goto and Kensuke Sasaka's going to be 12, and now Kensuke's got the tiebreaker, too. That's fun. And then Kenta's got 10, depending on how he's got Bison Smith, so we'll just go ahead and say he's got 12. So he's going to tie with Kensuke and Goto, and, you know, obviously he's lost to Goto, but he's beaten Kensuke, so that's interesting. That's intriguing. Then Muhammad Yan and Jun Akiyama got 8. Pretty solid. Wouldn't be surprised if any of those men finish with 10 points or more. Shuji Ishikawa, Jesus Christ, has 6 points. 2 points for Takeshi Rikio and Yuji Okabayashi. I cannot pronounce it. Okabayashi for some reason right now. It's Bison Smith, 0 points. Probably going to finish with 0. In Block B, we now have 11. So we got Go Shizaki with the lead, and he just got his 14th point. Naomichi Marufuji and Moroshima are going to have 12 and 12. Well, depending on what happens, I guess, because Marufuji's taking on Takayama, and Moroshima is taking on, I want to say he's taking on, where is Takeshi Moroshima? He's taking on Daisuke. So we'll just say 13 and possibly 13 for Marufuji. He might lose to he might lose to Takayama. So it's really going to be coming down to that final night for Block B. Because really, you know, Go's taking on Kento Miyahara, which you would assume Go's going to win. But also, too, you know, Marufuji, you know, is in a stance where he is taking on Daisuke as well. So let's say he beats Takayama and then he beats Daisuke Sasaki. So there's 15 points right there. So he'll finish 1 point behind Go. So it's really going to come down to Go losing to Kento Miyahara, if that's even possible. So looking like Go Shiozaki has kind of came out of nowhere and might win Block B. We might have a Takashi Sujora Go Shiozaki finals, the way it's looking. Takayama, though, could sneak in there. He gets a nice win over Marufuji. Let's just say he beats him. And he takes on Moroshima. I think he's taking on Moroshima. No, he's taking on, Kenta Kobashi. If he beats Kobashi, then that's 14 there. And depending if Go loses to Kenta Miyahara, he might just be able to, because he's beaten Go. He's got the tiebreaker. So that's crazy to think about. That dark horse, Yoshihiro Takayama might just walk away with this one. Poor Chris Hero, that would have a huge win over Go. He would have finished with 10, but he's still got one more night, and I think he's taking on Akitoshi Saito, so it's safe to say he's going to finish with 10. Great performance for him. He's done tremendous. You know, he is going to be someone that to watch out for, especially, you know, in the future. His performances are getting better. Chris Hero Kenta, GHC Heavyweight title matchup seems to be on the horizon. Because that match is going to be awesome. And then obviously Kenta Kobashi with 8 as well. Crazy for poor Kenta Kobashi coming this far. And being 44 years old and still be able to pull out 8 points. As Masato Tanaka with 6. Kenta Miyahara still with 0. Oh, Daisuke with 4. We skipped over Daisuke. But Kenta Miyahara still with 0, as is Akitoshi Saito. He's got to take on Chris Hero and Kenta Miyahara, so someone's going to walk away with either 2 points or 1 point. So, we'll have to see how that all plays out. As then we're going to go right back into booking here. So, Marufuji, Takayama, so talking about that matchup. And Marufuji's going to beat Takayama. Big time win there. He needed that. Needed that for sure. And then we'll probably go with, I guess, Kobashi Masato Tanaka, which, Jesus Christ, if I could have gotten that match in singles capacity, anywhere between the mid-2000s or the late 90s would have killed for it. That would have been incredible. Kobashi's going to beat him, though, if I saw that correctly. Yeah, he is going to beat him, so that's a huge win for Kobashi there. How about that? Then we'll probably do... Yeah, Moroshima and Daisuke. You know, Daisuke's broken ribs. 2 men who have had broken ribs battling it out in that one. We'll probably do Ishikawa and Muhammad Yan. That seems like a very, very good matchup. Shuji Ishikawa's going to beat Muhammad Yan. Goddamn, what a win for Shuji Ishikawa. Beating the man who's beaten Takashi Sujora. So we're going to try to put over Muhammad Yan there. Yep, not buying it. That's a big-time win for Shuji Ishikawa. Jeez. As then we'll probably have... I guess we could throw Kenta and Bison out there. Kenta's gonna beat him, obviously. Yeah, then we'll just gotta go Jun, Rikio, which Jun's gonna beat him. Oh, Jun's the road agent. That way. There you go. And then probably Sujiro Kobayashi. With Sujiro beating Okabayashi there. And Akatoshi Saito. Kento Miyahara gets his first win over Akatoshi Saito. But the number 1 spot just seemed to be cursed as Moroshima and Daisuke. Moroshima gets the win. It's going to be 8 minutes. We're going to keep that on the short side just because of the injuries and whatnot. And, man, what a show. What a show. As it looks like our referee is reffing too much. So let's see here. Nope. Not that show. Not that match. Let's see if it's the co-main. Yep. There we go. Alright, day 8. I think it's ready to go here. Let's see what happens. As Moroshima beating Daisuke Sakamoto in 7:35. That's a big win for Moroshima, though, with a 73. 43 for Daisuke. Tough blow with the injury there. Not enough selling shown as well. Kento Miyahara with a 64. So he gets the win with a Northern Lights suplex in 9:56. How about that? What a story. Is Kento Miyahara, or is that, oh my god, Sakashi Sujiro beating Yuji Kobayashi with an ankle lock in 12:54. Yuji Kobayashi, though, in the 50s. Nice to see there. Nice to see improvement. The 59 for Jun Akiyama. We're just going to say he wins with the Exploder. I don't know why. It doesn't, but that's alright. That's a 52. Not great. Probably should have been more towards the opener. Kenta gets to win the Basaiku knee at 9:47. As not enough selling shown, I'm assuming that's on Bison. So it's 59 for Shuji Ishikawa and Muhammad Yan. This could have went either way. You know, we could have had Muhammad Yan still get the win over Shuji Ishikawa, but I felt like an upset right there would have been awesome in Osaka Castle Hall. What a win for Shuji Ishikawa. Holy shit, as a 68 for Kobashi over Masato Tanaka with the Burning Lariat. Busting out the Burning Lariat in 17:59. Yeah, I would kill to see this. That'd be incredible to see. It's a 76 for Neimichi Marufuji and Yoshihiro Takayama. Marufuji wins with a Shiranyu in 24:02. There's a 76 for Marufuji, 60 for Takayama. Right guy wins there. 75 for Kensuke and Goto. The wrong guy wins here. But I would kill to see this match as well. Holy shit. You know, even old Kensuke against, like, kind of young and into his prime Hiroki Goto here. Incredible. Very, very awesome match that would be. And a 78 main event. Chris Hero has an 81. Oh my god. Chris Hero might have to be the GHC Heavyweight Champion by when this is all said and done. Holy shit. What a rating. What a performance there. As Go beats Hero with a Go Flasher. The injury still slows him down, but that's probably the tied for the Kenta Goto match as the best match we've ever had. Might actually be better. I want to say that might have been a 77. What a show, though. We could have gained more pop, but we're restricted. Thanks a lot, G+, but what a goddamn show. As we're going to give some love to Chris Hero, obviously. What a performance. And then probably Marufuji. And Hiroki Goto. Being like, hey, you're the man. Good shit all around. Awesome, awesome, awesome. One more show left of Round Robin Tournament-wise, and then on to the Great Voyage in Tokyo to end out the year 2011, about to say 2012. What a crazy, crazy turn of events this tournament has been. From, really, in all honesty, we probably shouldn't, in the future, have it to where it's not a tour. And probably we should do that with any Round Robin tournaments now from now on. Have it be active and not a tour. You know, so that would, or not really active, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it. As, instead of it being, yeah, it is our, normal, rather, and not a tour. That's what I meant to say, rather. It's normal instead of a tour, so that way it's just better for everybody involved, in my opinion. I usually do that for, like, towards the end of the tour. But I think from now on, we'll probably have it be normal throughout the entire thing. Just feel like that's the best for everybody involved. As we're going to have to pay off Muhammad Yan, it looks like. That's great. Let's try to... Oh, 10,000 worked. Perfect. Alright, we're making good money already. Great sign. Great sign. So on to Day 9, the last Round Robin tournament. day. Alright, day 9, the last round robin tournament day. Please G Plus bail us out. As we do have a bit of news as far as our roster goes. Looks like we'll be losing someone. It's Alex Shelley. He's gonna get signed by the Fed. He has got a written deal. It's I think $26,000 per month, and in a $20,000 signing bonus. If he was a top-tier talent for us, I would absolutely do this. He's the man. I love Alex Shelley. God bless him. I'm so happy I was able to book him and him do really, really well. Him and Kushida killed it, and he was going to go on a bit of a junior run, it seemed like. You know, he was killing it. But, unfortunately, he's not worth that for us. I mean, we don't need to be signing someone on a written deal like that. Just not worth it. Not worth going into a bidding war with the WWE about it. Might as well just let it go. You know, let him be. And, you know, hey, we got a nice junior tag run out of it. So that, at least we got that out of Alex Shelley. And now, on to better things for Alex Shelley. Hopefully, at least he's going to get paid a whole lot more. And, who knows? Maybe he'll get booked really well in the Fed. Who knows? As, yeah, for day 9 here. Block A main event. And it's probably going to be Takashi Sugiura and Kensuke Sasaki, if I had to guess. Because, again, to remind everyone, Block A is looking like this. Sugiura, if he loses to Kensuke there, Kensuke is probably going to win the block, depending on how Kenta and Goto do. Now, obviously, Kensuke has beaten Goto, but he hasn't beaten Kenta at the same time. And Kenta's taken on Muhammad Yan. So Muhammad Yan has upset someone before. Maybe the same thing can happen there. It's really going to come down to that main event. And we'll just go ahead and add it. Takashi Sugiura will win Block A. With that win over Kensuke Sasaki. Huge. Huge, huge, huge. Now for Block B, on the other hand. Block B. You have Go Shiozaki with 14. You have Marufuji and Moroshima with 13. And you have Kenta Kobashi and Yoshihiro Takayama with 10 each, and they're going to face each other. So, that's kind of what's it looking like for 1, 2, and 3, as far as kind of where it stands. Well, I guess 1 through 5, really. Kind of where everybody stands. And so, you see Kenta Miyahara is going to take on Go Shiozaki. Now, how's that match going to happen? And what's going to happen between that match? Well, Katsuka Nakajima is going to get involved and is going to interfere, attack Go, black out from Kenta Miyahara after the interference, and one should know it. Kensuke Office is going to steal one over Go Shiozaki, and Kenta Miyahara is going to beat Go Shiozaki. So, looks like Block B is now open, wide open. It has been blown wide the fuck open for Marufuji, as, I don't know why Marufuji is supposed to face Kenta Kobashi. Because that is wrong. He is supposed to take on Daisuke. Uh-oh. We might have had some... Let's see, where's Marufuji at? Okay, so it was just a fuck up. That was weird. As we'll go ahead and get Daisuke involved. I don't know why that was messed up. That's okay. So Marufuji is going to beat Daisuke. We'll keep it at that time. There we go. So, is Marufuji going to win the block? Because now we're going to come down to Takeshi Morishima. He's taking on Masato Tanaka in a pretty big-time matchup, right? Is he going to lose? No, he's going to win. So, wait a minute. So, they're going to finish with the same points and they have the draw. Well, how's that going to play out to, Max? Now, is probably what you're thinking. How's it going to work is on the Great 4-H show. There's going to be a tiebreaker match. And I guess you'll just dub it that. That makes sense. Between Morishima and Marufuji, and whoever wins that will go on to the main event to take on Sugiura. So that's how that plays out. That is pretty fun, all things considered. And I think this is a pretty fun night. You got the Block B madness, and then Block A, Kensuke is not able to beat him. And so Kenta and Muhammad Yan, Kenta's going to beat him. So, there's, 14 for Kenta, as he'll be tied with if that was the case, they would have all been like a 3-way tie, and it would have been a clusterfuck. But instead, Sujora is going to beat Kensuke and be the lone leader of A. And we'll probably throw, obviously, Kobashi Takayama. I mean, what a legendary match these two had. Almost, was probably 6 years ago, 5 years ago at this point. Incredible match. And Kobashi's going to beat him. He's going to beat Yoshihiro Takayama. And a fun match there. And then we'll probably do Goto and Bison. Goto beats him. Hell of a performance for Hiroki Goto there, representing New Japan strongly, as Hiro's going to beat Akitoshi Saito. Shuji Ishikawa is going to fall short to Jun Akiyama. So Jun's the road agent. There we go. Kensuke. And then Yuji Kobayashi, Takeshi Rikio. Not a great opener, but Yuji Kobayashi is going to beat him. And Takeshi Rikio is super pissed. So now we have, basically, I'll spill what the kind of half the card is, because there's 4 matches that now have been played out. So now the main event, it's going to be Takashi Sujora of Block A, going to take on the winner of Block B between Moroshima and Marufuji, which obviously that has not, we don't know yet. I'm going to keep that close to the chest until the actual show. And then we have the junior heavyweight title matchup of Loki, Nakajima. We already talked about that earlier. But we're also going to do Kobashi and Miyahara, or Kobashi and Go against Miyahara and Kensuke in a tag match. That's happening on the show, and obviously now we're doing Marufuji and Moroshima to determine who wins Block B. A lot going on, a lot happening, but I think it's a fun way to end out the Global League with a tiebreaker. It's Yuji Kobayashi with a 58. There we go. Big win there. They had some good chemistry. That helped out too. A little too short. Probably should have gave it a little bit more time. That's alright. As we kept at the motorboat race place, might as well. So 67, Exploder. Ishikawa actually outperformed Jun Akiyama. That's crazy. Ishikawa killing it. So 70, as Hiro pinning Akitoshi Saito with a death blow, and 81 for Chris Hero. Nuts. I got a 70. So 78 for Hiroki Goto over Bison Smith. Gets the win in 10:03. A 74. Holy shit. That's Kobashi with the Burning Lariat over Yoshihiro Takayama. What a performance. What a match there. As Kenta beating Mohamed Yan with the Busaiku knee in 15:48. And a 64 for Marufuji and Daisuke, as Marufuji with a Tiger Frozen. Oh man, again, not enough selling shown, too short. That match kind of just got dragged to ship. I wanted to keep it short for Daisuke's sake. Another 64. It's Moroshima beating Masato Tanaka with the Amaze Impact in 12:47. 73 for Go Shiozaki and Kenta Miyahara, and the interference. Thanks to Katsuka Nakajima. I don't know why the interference never works. I don't know what I keep doing. But every time I hit outside interference finish, it just never shows up. I don't know why that is. So yeah, Marufuji, Moroshima, joint winners. And actual joint winners because of the draw. They'll have the tiebreaker match. And in the main event, Takashi Sujora beats Kensuke Sasaki with the modified Olympic Slam, and they have good chemistry. Hell yeah, not enough selling shown. Yeah, no shit. They're not selling for shit. Wow, didn't have any population change. That's nuts. Kobashi and Takayama's the best match on the card. That's fun. As Miyahara and Go actually did better than the main. That's nuts. Yeah, Kenta Mohamed Yan did pretty well. Damn. That's nuts. When you do a 71 and nothing happens. That's tough. That's a tough crowd. As we're going to give some love to Go. I will give some love to Kenta Kobashi. And give some love to Shuji Ishikawa. He's really come a long way in just a short time. Really pulling out some great stuff there. So on to the Great Voyage in Tokyo, Volume 4. Should be a banger. Should be. Fingers crossed, everything goes well. And nobody gets injured or anything, and we can end out the year 2011 on a high note. Alright everyone, it is the Great Voyage in Tokyo Volume 4. If we made it to the end of this tour, in the card, it looks a little something like this. So it's going to kick it off with Katsura Shibata versus Shohei Taniguchi. Shibata making his Prossing Noah debut. Should be very, very fun to see how that one plays out. I'm expecting mid-50s for Shibata. Taniguchi, of course, probably in the 30s, but that's going to be a fun win for Shibata. Nice little showcase match for him. Next match, six-man tag. Strong Big Japan and Shuji Ishikawa taking on Jun Akiyama, Akatoshi Saito, and Muhammad Yan. Just a basic six-man where it's kind of showcasing everybody that was involved in the Global League, kind of battling it out. Pretty fun stuff there. The tiebreaker match. To win Block B, Naomichi Marufuji versus Takeshi Moroshima. Of course, whoever wins this takes on Sugiura in the finals. Then the next matchup, tag match. Kenta Miyohara and Kensuke Sasaki taking on Kenta Kobashi and Go Shiozaki. Very fun match there, especially with the implications that just happened on the previous night. With, basically Go Shiozaki getting his finals cost because of Katsuka Nakajima and Kento Miyohara and basically all Kensuke office. Besides Kensuke Sasaki and Okita, of course, but that should be a fun match there. And then a six-man of the Kings of Wrestling and Taiji Shimori taking on Kenta. Oh, I guess basically No Mercy. I don't know why I went with them not being dubbed No Mercy. It's No Mercy of Kenta, Takayama, and Kanemaru. Fun match there. Could have probably went a little lower on the card. That's alright. As the GHC Junior Heavyweight Tag Team title matchup of Time Splitters taking on Aoki and Suzuki. So a rematch from when they lost the belts. Obviously, Shelly's leaving, so you know how that one plays out. And then the co-main event, the Junior Heavyweight title matchup between Katsuka Nakajima and Loki. Very, very fun there. And that should be a very good co-main event. And, of course, main event, which we'll find out who Sugiura faces. If it's going to be Naomichi Marufuji and Takashi Sugiura, it's going to be Takeshi Morishima and Takashi Sugiura. I love how there's an L instead of a K. There we go. Takashi Sugiura. As, I didn't add anything to the pre-show, or not the pre-booking page, so we'll just start. We'll actually go, we're going to kind of be out of order, but that's alright. We're going to do the Morishima-Marufuji match first. It's going to go 20 minutes. And Morishima is going to win. He'll be winning the tiebreaker match, and he'll win Block B. And he'll be going on to take on Takashi Sugiura, which we'll go ahead and do right now. Sugiura, Morishima. Going 26 minutes for the Global League. 2011 Global League winner, Takeshi Morishima. He beats 2 men in 1 night to do it. Overcoming broken ribs and all. Goes on to win it. How about that? As the co-main event, Katsuka Nakajima taking on Loki. As man, Loki's been the champ since July, I want to say. August. Still, long time to be the champion, and has had 2 defenses, and he keeps it going, thanks to interference from Go. So Go's gonna cost Nakajima. Nakajima cost him a major opportunity. Now Go's gonna return the favor. See if we do it like this. If we count that and then this, see if it works. Junior Heavyweight title matchup. There we go, in the books. Now the tag title matchup, the GHC Junior Heavyweight Tag Team title matchup. I want to say that's next, unless I'm already... Yeah, that's right. Time Splitters. For maybe the final time. Taking on Aoki and Suzuki. It's going to go 16. And, of course, in tradition... The guy puts over the people that are staying. Let's go as Kotori Suzuki beats Alex Shelley. Wow, we're already at the time. That's awesome. And now we'll do the 6-man of the Kings of Wrestling with Ishimori. Taking on No Mercy. Guess we'll have it kind of be something like this. There we go. Shinibu. Kanemaru. Perfect. 20 minutes works for me. Ishimori beating Kanemaru. Open. Slow build and siphon. And of course, Ishimori, you know, he gets his title shot against Loki at the first navigation of the year. So that's exciting stuff there. So obviously, we're not at the steal the show yet. I don't know why I even looked. We'll probably give this more time, to be honest. The show, the way it's going. I don't know why I went to the pre-booking page. I'm all over the place. I'm about to clear the booking. Great. All over the place. Alright, tag match. The Miyahara Kinsuke, you know, Kinsuke Office versus Burning, I guess, if you want to call it that. Kobashi. And Go. And so we're going to have Kenta Kobashi beat Kinsuke here. And that's very big, but I want to get Kobashi a nice win here. Get him back into the good graces of things. Fun stuff there. Oh, and now there's where the tiebreaker should be. Perfect. Alright, now everything else should fall into place. So 6-man, we'll probably have this one be the steal of the show. Strong Big Japan. With Shuji Ishikawa taking on Jun Akiyama, Akatoshi Saito, and Muhammad Yan. Let's see, let's give this 13. And, boy. Do we have the Strong Big Japan Ishikawa team, the Outsiders, the Invaders win, or should we have Noah's Strong win this one is the question. I think we're going to have Noah stands tall, as we're going to have Akiyama tap out Daisuke. That's tough. Tough loss for the Invaders there. Yep. Change in time. Give it 2:30. Perfect. Oh, I did it again. Alright, so the opener, Shibata versus Taniguchi. And we'll probably add a couple of pre-show matches just to add it. Taniguchi. Give it like 8 minutes. Shibata kills him. Very fun. After winning in his MMA fight. So they have a big time match there. Looks like road agenting and refereeing needs to be changed. Oh, perfect. Oh, still. Oh, we didn't do a steal the show. I thought we. I guess it didn't enable it. Alright, that's alright. It didn't stick, rather. Steal the show. Good stuff there. Alright. We got our main card. Now we'll add the pre-show. Thinking junior tag. Red Dragon versus somebody. Oh, yeah, we can do Harada. And, actually, yeah, we'll do Momono Seishin tag instead. We've done this. This is Shining Navigation Week 2. As, or day 2, rather. Or, yeah, day 4, rather. Week 2. Jesus. All over the place. We'll have Kyle O'Reilly get the win there. That's a tough one, though. That's gonna be... I wouldn't be surprised. That could go either way. As far as performance-wise. We might just... We'll just have it. Take that off. There we go. Good stuff. Alright. And, we're gonna try 6-man. See what we got. Because we have... We could do... Mexico's Most Wanted. We'll do Halloween, Super Crazy, Pato Aguayo. Against Yin and Yang. And then another junior. You can throw Roddy out there. Yeah, let's throw... let's actually throw Zack Sabre Jr. out there. There we go. Give it 10. I really don't care who wins. Probably will be the Jimmy Yang, Yoshitone, Zack Sabre Jr. team, if I had to guess, just off of performance-wise. Oh, yep. There we go. Alright, Great Voyage Volume 4. The last show of the year. Let's see how it goes. A 65, wow. Yeah, I mean, really good junior team over there. Jimmy Yang's in the 70s now. Yoshitone, 60, 59 for Zack Sabre Jr. They completely killed Los Perros de Mal de Japón. Jimmy Yang with the Yang time, rather. Yeah, we're at the Cebu Dome for this one, almost 30,000 strong. Fuck yeah. It's Red Dragon. Lose to Momonosuke Shintag. Oh, wow. As Kotoge actually pins Bobby Fish. Interesting. Surprised the game went with that. That's intriguing there. There's a 53 there, segment rating. 73! Holy shit, Shibata with a 78. He has no finishers. Jesus Christ. Well, looks like we have a contender. It's for the GHC Heavyweight title. Jesus Christ. What a way to kick off the show, as the six-man of Shuji Ishikawa in Strong Big Japan. Taking on Sternus in Mama Yan, as Akiyama hitting the exploder on Daisuke Sakamoto there. Oh, Daisuke's injury's gone. Oh. Alright, I should have known that, but that's alright. Really, the invading team probably should have won. It's close. But just Akitoshi Saito brings the match down so much. Fun match, though. I'm all about it. Hell yeah. As Marufuji comes up short to Takeshi Morishima. As Morishima gets the win in 1957. Not enough lack of selling on display. It's Morishima, 1957. That's tough. Tough for Naomichi Marufuji. 71, though. Good stuff. Well, 79 for this match. Best match we've ever done, as Kobashi and Go Shiozaki beating Kensuke and Kento Miyahara. Kensuke offenses. Kobashi pinning Kensuke Sasaga, the Burning Lariat. So Kobashi the 78, 76 for Go, 73 for Kensuke, 69 for Kento Miyahara. So 74 for KOW and Ishimori, taking on No Mercy. As Kings of Wrestling and Ishimori get the win, even though they're not the established team, as Ishimori pinning Kanemaru. As Chris here was the best guy in the match. Kenta was second. Claudio was third. Claudio was a 70. We didn't have him in the King, and we did not have him in the Global League. Imagine how much better that Global League would have been if we had Claudio instead of Bison Smith or something. You know, just yeah, that was a big mistake. And it's like, and it was weird. Like, why have only half the tag champs? Put both of them in there. They'd be in different blocks too. I'm an idiot. As 69 for the junior heavyweight tag match. As Aoki and Suzuki win in the rematch. They win with Blue Destiny, as Kotori Suzuki pinning Alex Shelley there. Junior heavyweight tag team champions still. And Kotori Suzuki and Atsushi rather. Aoki has a 65 for Suzuki, 64s for Kushida and Shelley. Breaks my heart that we can't have him anymore. That's the way she goes. As a 71 for the co-main event, as Loki winning with the Ghetto Stomp in 22-15. Go Shiozaki, that's what we had to do. We have to make sure both of it's ticked. Alright. That's fine. That's fine. As Go Shiozaki costing Katsuka Nakajima his big opportunity, much like he did to Go Shiozaki during the Global League. That's his third defense for the junior heavyweight title, is Loki there. In a 70 main event, Takeshi Morishima having great chemistry. Sujiro was off his game, not enough selling, but all in all, they pulled it out in 25 minutes. Takeshi Morishima wins with the Amazing Impact in 25-52. Kenta and Morishima will kick off the new year, and we'll also have the co-main event, Taiji Shimori and Katsuka Nakajima. We had some great stuff on that card. Kind of a weird card, you know, when you think about it, because you have Aoki and Suzuki with the Time Splitters in there, which that was honestly one of the worst matches on the card, which is just crazy to think about. Yeah, it was the second worst thing. Like, Shibata had no idea Shibata was going to be that good. I figured it'd at least be like the high 50s, I figured. No way I was thinking he was going to do a 78. Like, no way in hell I thought he was going to do that. Then I have Ishimori and KOW. That was good stuff there. I mean, the Kobashi, Go Shiozaki, Kensuke, Miyahara match. No clue that was going to do so well. Didn't have a clue. We didn't gain any pop. We didn't lose any pop at the same time either. So I guess we have that going for us. I mean, what a crazy show. What a crazy way to end the year. Morishima, probably undeservingly, but he won it, nonetheless, overcoming the odds. Beating Naomichi Marufuji and Takashi Tsujiura in one night. Yeah, I mean, well, let's, first of all, Katsuo Shibata. Welcome to fucking Pro Wrestling Noah, my friend. Here's a hug. It's, I cannot believe that. And then we'll probably give it... I guess we'll give it a little... I don't know. It's a tough one to call. Yeah, I guess... we'll give it to Marufuji for the good effort, good performance. Wow. What a show. What a tour. Thank you all for watching, everyone. And we'll catch you guys next time to kick off the year 2012 with the first navigation. You already know what's going to be the main and co-main. Potentially the co-main. Maybe that won't be the co-main, but maybe not. Maybe it'll be a GHC tag team title matchup. Who knows? But, man, we got Kenta, Moroshima, and we have Loki, Ishimori. Some fun stuff, and potentially a GHC heavyweight tag team title matchup. A lot going on. A lot happening. And, yeah, we'll catch you guys next time for what will be 2012 and be the first tour of the year. Take care, everyone.